Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Got y'all sitting on the blender. Hold on. I've got my Let It Snow coffee mug. Okay. So we're introing the vlog. What's up, y'all? I'm sitting here right now, actually. Let me tell you something. When I'm editing on my computer, you know how you're like editing and then you remember random things that you need, or you remember you need to do something else. Like, it takes me forever to edit because I'm always trying to, it's not even multitask, it's like triple tasking at that point. I was gonna start this vlog earlier, and then editing, I was like, the time is going by, I need to start it. So this is gonna be a compilation. It's gonna be not compilation, but kind of like a collaboration. I don't know what else to call it. We're gonna have some sit down portions in this video, and then we're gonna have the vlog portions. But welcome to the first pregnancy vlog, y'all. I'm excited. I am also editing a compilation vlog of the past like 2.5, 3 weeks, because I don't want the footage to go to waste. Some of it's good, so I'm just gonna do a little compilation vlog. So guys, if you haven't seen that, it's up before this one. Go check that out. I definitely talk about the pregnancy there, but this is like the first official pregnancy vlog. Today I have a doctor's appointment, and we're also doing genetic testing today, so I definitely was like, might as well do the first pregnancy vlog on a day I actually have to do something in regards to the baby and the pregnancy, right? If you've been here for a while, I talk about this all the time, how far my doctor's office is, how far our hospital is, that we go to, that we had Oakley at. So I've got to leave at around 12:30, plus I'm gonna get a snack before I go because, you know. So we're gonna do all of those things, and I do need to make sure my snack is semi, like, you know, semi-healthy, because I noticed this with Oakley. Whenever I would eat something, like if I would stop at Wendy's or stop at Chick-fil-A, I'm telling on myself, stop at Wendy's or stop at Chick-fil-A and like get something to eat or whatever before my appointment, and I was getting like breakfast things, you know, I would get there and my blood pressure would be slightly high. Not like high to be alarmed, but higher than what was my norm, and they would call it out and have to take it again before I left. And I didn't like that, so I picked up on that real quick. So we're not gonna do anything crazy. That's when I started going to get salads, but I don't want a salad today. I don't know what kind of meal or anything like that I'm gonna get today for my lunch or whatever. I'm gonna come intro the vlog for y'all. I'm gonna prep to start getting Oakley kind of settled down, even though she has about an hour and some change before her nap. You know how you got to get these kids ready for nap time, bedtime. You gotta ease them into it. So we've turned off TVs. We are going quiet for a little bit. Okay, here we go. We are headed off. I'm going to the car now. I did not leave as early as I said I was going to, only because, hold on, let me get in the car and I'll tell y'all. As early as I said I was, because as y'all saw, I decided to make one of those home fresh meals for Oakley and I for lunch and Jamal, and it was delicious, y'all. And y'all know, I think I told y'all once before, y'all, sometimes my key be acting up. We keep changing the battery. Oof, okay, turn the heat down. But I told you guys also in the previous compilation vlog that I definitely, like, I don't want to limit myself from eating, but I do want to be conscious and more conscientious of like how much of certain things I'm eating and all that stuff, you know, just to try and maintain some sense of health, you know. And so that was definitely a better option than me going to get freaking, who knows what I would have got, chicken nuggets or something. And it was so good. So I definitely feel, y'all know you be pregnant like when you be pregnant, you be hungry like every 2 hours. I feel full right now, but I low-key can feel the hunger coming on. So I'm just gonna get something after I leave the doctor. But I do have snacks. Now the snacks are not the healthiest, but compromise. I just ate grilled fish and green beans and a roasted tomato. Okay, I feel like that's very, I don't know why I'm craving Cheeto Puffs, but these right here, girl, I had some yesterday and I was about to cry. Also, I accidentally picked up double chocolate donuts. But to balance things out, we have a banana. I don't want to bore y'all sitting in the car. First of all, it's hard to hear and all this stuff. I did do a light little something, my favorite little makeup routine, because I just been looking so dead. I feel like every time you go to the doctor, especially like in the first trimester, you just be like, what is happening, like out of it. So you already look crazy, so I don't want to look crazy and just be like, you know, my brain just does not function, y'all. Oh my god, y'all should just see me. Like, that's why I like Jamal to go with me normally. Like I said, he's not going today because he just can answer the questions. Like, I don't know what it is, but I truly suffer from for real pregnancy brain. Like, there is no, I don't have no excuses, okay? I mean, not excuses, but I don't have no explanation for why it's so bad for me. I don't know, but I'm sure hydration has something to do with it as well. So I'll talk to you guys once we get there. Of course, I can't talk or, you know, do too much vlogging. Most of the like recap will be afterward because, I mean, privacy and all that stuff, but we shall see what happens when we get there. Sometimes in these YouTube videos, whether it be a vlog or a sit down, the home is just gonna look like this, okay? You got laundry on the other side of your camera too. It's just mine is in the back of me, okay? And I'm realizing I could have moved it over a couple more inches, but I am not. The high chair is there. There's water. There's a toy that my kid left right before nap time, before she threw a fit, okay? This is the first day. Number one, I'm winded, okay? That's the first thing. You guys are seeing this video and clearly we are talking about baby number 2. Clearly, I mean, I'm in a good mood now because, you know what I'm saying, we second trimester in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. When that second trimester hit, it take a couple weeks, but once you get your groove back, I literally feel the best that I have felt today in weeks, months, literally. I have just been up and down, not feeling good since what, October, end of September, October, and we're in December. So again, so sorry there is no cute aesthetic black background or just something a little bit plain, a little bit more, you know, tidy. It's 2 days before Christmas. I'm also trying to like clean up the house and get back into a groove of a cleaning routine and just a routine in general. I have had no routine for the past 2.5 months, and I've really just been been really down about it. Honestly, I don't think people talk enough about how the first trimester can actually be a little bit depressing, and you kind of fall into like a really dark place because you're sick and you can't do all the things that you want to do, especially if you are like me and you have, you know, another kid and you're trying to also take care of that child or toddler or even baby in some cases. Take care of your husband, take care of your family, your household, do all the normal things, still be on your P's and Q's if you run a business. If you like, there's so many things that play into it. And for about 2.5, some women 3 months, some women their whole pregnancy, you're really down and it's extremely hard to be yourself. And you just feel like it's almost an outer body experience. It's like you're laying there and you see yourself slowly fading away. And you want to reach and grab her. Let me stop talking about this because I will cry. You want to reach and grab her, but you can't. That's also a little bit how postpartum feels. But with postpartum, for me at least, I mean, I know we're not there yet, but for me at least with postpartum, I was able to like snap myself back out of it and like grab her. This time you're just laying there and you don't care if she fly away or not. And before you realize it, you're just like, okay, I need to get back to get it together. So I'm finally getting it together. This is the first time I've done my makeup in not even weeks, months, because I haven't really been doing my makeup. I have to just do like a brow, lip gloss, mascara, whatever. But I also got some new PJs, which are making me feel really good today. These were my Christmas gift to myself, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, yes, I'm pregnant again. Yes, this time last year my daughter was 3 months old. Okay, now she's 1. Oakley is currently 16 months, so I am excited to like document that dynamic as well of like being a toddler mom who just came out of baby phase, which I low-key feel like is low-key gonna be to my benefit because like I still remember. Okay, it hasn't been like 3-4 years and I'm just like, I still remember. I got this, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I'm not gonna get into like all the nitpicky details, like what time did I take the pregnancy test? What day did I take the pregnancy test? It was September. Maybe the last week of September, I started feeling a little off. It wasn't even period symptoms. It just was fatigue. I also kept feeling as though I had a cold. I got into the second, and at that time, I'd actually taken a pregnancy test. My pregnancy test, I don't know if this is everybody. I don't know if it's just when I take them. I don't know. But I'd actually taken a pregnancy test maybe like October 1st or something. There I go giving dates. It was, it looked positive. It was the faintest line. I actually had to go stand outside and put it out into the sunlight to see the line. But Jamal was thinking like, maybe that's the reflection coming through. And we was like, nah, you're not pregnant. Okay, cool. Move on. So weeks go by, right? And I finally took another pregnancy test, maybe like mid-October or something like that. And sure enough, I kind of knew in my mind, I knew in my mind before I took the test, only because I was having these same reoccurring symptoms that I had with Oakley, such as my boobs were very itchy. This is TMI, but they were so itchy. Like I had scratches on my boobs because I had nails at the time. I had scratches on my boobs because of how itchy they were and I couldn't stop them. I was putting lotion, butter, whatever it was, you name it. Little did I know that they were starting to swell up. Okay, I did not know that. I was also very tired and I noticed that I was hungry all the time. So those are like key indicators. Then it started to feel as though I had a cold or some type of sinus infection. And if you're new to the channel or if you are an OG, like you remember, y'all know that last year, our entire family got that 19 twice within a matter of like 3 months around the same time. And so I was thinking to myself, like, Jesus, please, we cannot be doing this again. Like, this is a curse. I cannot be getting the vid again. Like this will have been, that would have been my like fourth time having it. Like I just cannot. First, all your glands and all these things here and sinuses and stuff actually are one of the first things to swell apparently and kind of become inflamed and kind of produce the symptoms of you having a cold when you first get pregnant. Who knew that, right? So I started having these feelings of like me having a cold and all this stuff. And after I had that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm pregnant. Once I realized it probably was not the vid or a cold, I was like, I think I might be pregnant. Okay. So I still waited some time before I took a test. And then finally one day I was like, I really can't do this anymore. Right before Jamal got home, I put in a Walmart order. Shout out to Walmart delivery, because I kid you not, I probably ordered pregnancy tests maybe 3 or 4 times from Walmart delivery, because I just could not believe it. And I just kept ordering the big boxes. Like I couldn't believe it. But I ordered the Walmart pregnancy test. They came to the door maybe 10 minutes before he walked in the door. I hurried up and took it, and everything changed after that, of course. So yes, we found out we were pregnant sometime beginning of October, but that pregnancy test I took in September was obviously positive as well. We talking about maybe it's just the light reflected down on it. No, girl, it was positive. Truthful, like, it wasn't like I was just out here like with my chastity belt on, like, you know, preventing everything, but it was still a shock, because you take all these preventative measures thinking that they are doing something, and then the slip one time, you just don't think that the slip gonna do nothing. But sis, the slip does something, okay? The one day that y'all slip up is the day you get pregnant, okay? Just want to let y'all know that, because that's what happens. So trimester symptoms, honestly, y'all, this pregnancy has been about, I'm gonna say 80% of it, the first trimester, was completely different than when I was pregnant with Oakley, which is part of the reason why I was like mad at myself, almost angry with myself, because I was like, you don't even feel as bad as you did with Oakley, and the symptoms, you should be like up doing stuff, but I physically couldn't. So the reverse side of it was, with Oakley, I had certain days where I was very fatigued and like needed naps, but a lot of the time I actually had some energy and was able to get up and do some things. However, I was sick, okay? I was in that bathroom, at the toilet, at the sink, at the garbage can. Did not matter, all the time, y'all. And I was sick with Oakley. I think I started having morning sickness with her around 10 weeks, and it lasted until about 16 weeks. So over into the second trimester, right? So for about a month and a half almost, I was sick, throwing up, the whole 9 yards. This pregnancy, I had maybe 2 days where I had some morning sickness, and it was actually in the middle of the night, where I was throwing up. And with Oakley, I would throw up different times a day, like different times a day. It didn't matter if it was morning, night, noon, multiple times a day. This baby, it only happened twice, and I can vividly remember it. And it was 2 days in a row, and I think that I just got hold to some bad food, unfortunately. I think I almost had like a food poisoning that lasted maybe like a day and a half, and it went away. And then after that, I didn't have any more. I did have like normal nausea, which occasionally I will still get if I'm hungry and I need to hurry up and eat. But aside from that, I haven't had any crazy morning sickness. So again, that's why I was so mad at myself. Like, you're not even throwing up. You should be up doing stuff. But the fatigue, there were days I literally could not move. I'm grateful for my husband's work schedule, because it's so flexible and so I can't even explain it, like so spaced out. His work schedule so spaced out, which is so helpful, because, you know, the days that I knew he was going to be home, I was like, I have to rest today. I have to try and get energy for tomorrow. And at this time, Oakley was still doing swimming twice a week. She was doing gymnastics, and I'm still trying to like get into like a little homeschool routine or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to, I had a few UGC things I needed to wrap up. It was just like so much. I'm just like, I was miserable. It sent me into a straight up depression. Like I was not combing my hair, girl, braids or slap a wig on, like if I really need to go somewhere, but I just wasn't doing anything. I just didn't want to do nothing, y'all. I did not want to do anything. It was so hard. And I'm just grateful that I'm slowly coming out of that, because those weeks was just not conducive. I don't know what was going on, okay? It was just, but it's normal. It's normal. And I keep trying to tell myself that. It's not like I'm not making excuses. I'm literally growing, doing the Lord's work, okay? Growing a human. So it's completely normal. I feel bad though, because I kind of like just cut the world off, but I literally physically and mentally could not pull myself together to talk household stuff. Like, it was just difficult. So imagine the days that Jamal did work, and during that time he was on days. Right now he's on nights for a few months, and during that time he was on days. So imagine like the days that he did work and I had to like get up and do all the things, right? And it's just like I'm dragging. Like, breakfast was slow, laundry was flowing over, but I'm, again, grateful that we are out of it. Okay, so my biggest symptom has been fatigue, or was fatigue. I also immediately, the indigestion, immediately. Same thing happened with Oakley. I'm still experiencing indigestion, but I feel like now I know what not to eat. I'm eating much smaller portions. So I eat multiple, like I eat all throughout the day, because I'm eating like, if we're eating chicken and rice, I'm eating like this much chicken and like a little tablespoon of rice, and I might get hungry again 30 minutes later, and then I have to eat again. So I have to eat like that in order to keep the indigestion down. I also realized that I was having a major coffee withdrawal because, again, similar to my pregnancy with Oakley, the smell of coffee around week, I'm gonna say week 10 or something, the smell of coffee being brewed was disgusting. So I had to move to iced coffee. Today I actually had hot coffee, and I just kind of went in the bedroom and closed the door until it got done, and then I just hurried up and fixed it and made it very watered down. If you know me, you know I drink coffee every single morning typically, and I make my coffee pretty strong. Like, I'm a strong, like, give me one good strong cup and I'm ready to go. So I feel as though right now I keep having headaches, but my blood pressure isn't high or anything like that. And so I'm thinking that I'm just having a really bad coffee withdrawal, because even the little watered down coffee that I had today that was hot was a little bit stronger than what I've been drinking, and I feel so much better. So I think I might have to just make a little semi-week cup of coffee every single day. I didn't drink all of it at all. I drank maybe not even half the cup. And then I was done with it. So that did help me. So I think I'm gonna have to end up doing that every day, because I don't have a headache today. So I was having coffee withdrawals, you know what I'm saying? It's not a good thing, but that's just one of my symptoms that I've been having. I also started showing a lot sooner this pregnancy, but that is normal as well, because, you know, the more kids you have, your body is like, oh, she pregnant again? She might not be ready to show, but we're gonna show. We're gonna just start expanding things, and things are gonna start moving and stretching and all the stuff. So that definitely happened. I started showing way sooner. We did do genetic testing again the second time around, so we do know the baby's gender. I'm not gonna share it right now. And we already have a name picked out. I'm not gonna share that either, but it's so cute. And, oh, I didn't realize that my light went off. Did my light die? Food aversions. Y'all, I haven't really had any crazy food aversions, but I still eat the most random things to eat because I be hungry. But you know what? It's not even food aversions. I just don't have a craving specific for anything. And food is honestly making me like so upset, because I just can't get like, I can't get that. I can't explain it. It's like I have a craving for something, but I have a craving for nothing. I have a craving for something, but I have a craving for nothing, but I cannot satisfy the craving that I do have. The best thing that I've eaten, like that I've eaten multiple times, was just some imitation crab sushi, you know, because I don't want to eat any raw fish or anything like that. And that was actually pretty good. I had that like maybe 3 or 4 times. And when I eat that, I'm like, I'm satisfied when I eat the sushi. But aside from that, like, nothing has been crazy satisfying. Y'all know with Oakley, I was absolutely obsessed with burgers and Chick-fil-A. I would go to Chick-fil-A like every other day for like the first month of my first trimester. That's all I could eat, and I would eat it for dinner, and Jamal would bring it home to me, and I don't know. But this time around, I haven't had like a specific craving, but nothing has been like satisfying. So food is really starting to get on my nerves. I wish I could just hurry up and find something that's real good, that tastes really good, so I could just like move on with life. This pregnancy, like I said, has been different. It's definitely been a lot more chill, but as far as the fatigue and the mental part of it, that was the thing that hit me the hardest this time around, for sure. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers the first trimester, y'all. Like, those are the big major things. I feel like all the other things are Googleable. Like, if you were to Google first trimester symptoms, aside from like physical morning sickness, like regurgitation, I've had all the symptoms. Sore boobs. I have gained weight, but you know, like, I'm okay with that. I feel like I gained more weight this first trimester than I did with Oakley. When I first got pregnant this time around, I was like, I had already gained a little bit of weight, just stress and stuff before being pregnant. So I wasn't like at pre-pregnancy weight, but I was maybe, you know, a couple pounds shy of it. I don't know how I gained weight so fast this time around, y'all. It really was shocking. The times that I've gone to the doctor and like gotten on the scale, I've had, you know, maybe 4 doctor's appointments, and I'm just like, but I have noticed that it has started to slow down. So I think that's because I'm in the 2nd trimester now and I don't feel as like urged hunger anymore. And a lot of the times, like I said, it was to cure the nauseousness. So it slowed down a bit. And I think also because I'm not craving like in the first trimester, I kind of was, but this, you know, 2nd trimester, I'm not craving like the burgers and all that stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I think that might be helping as well, which is why the weight gain has slowed down a bit. I'm not pressuring myself. It is kind of like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking way too far into the future about like what work I will have to do to get the weight off. But if I did it before, because I saw a picture of myself the other day, baby, I was snatched after having Oakley. Give me 4 months. I'm gonna do it again. But of course, a lot of that comes from like breastfeeding and, you know, burning extra calories or whatever. But that's beside the point. I said all that to say I'm trying to not put as much pressure on myself, and just know that I'm doing, again, the work of the Lord, growing a beautiful human, okay? So I don't know if this part of the video is going to be at the beginning of the vlog or the end of the vlog, but whichever part it is, hopefully you guys enjoyed the vlog, small vlog portion of me. Actually, that meal that I cooked though was actually good. I am actually gonna order us another home chef. I think I'm gonna do it just once a month because it is very helpful, especially once we start swimming again next month, because girl, I think I am gonna order a home chef meal box maybe every other week or once a month or something, because it was extremely helpful to have that box going through the first trimester. I just stopped it because I knew we were coming up on the holidays, so it's, you know, we're gonna start it up again, and I'll keep y'all posted about the meals and stuff that I cooked. But that meal that I cooked, it's really good, okay? Just saying. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all the well wishes and support. I know a lot of you guys have seen this already on Instagram. You saw it in the first vlog, and then you probably have also seen me talk about this on TikTok. It's just now I'm finally coming around to explaining things here on YouTube, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Also, I'm filming with my phone this time because my camera's dead. All my batteries are dead, nothing is charged. So y'all let me know how y'all like the quality of this, because I actually like filming in this little cinematic view. I might do this sometimes when I have short videos to film.